one of it.
Like Steamboat Willie. Hello, everyone. What is up? Welcome to the Ghouls Gone Wild podcast, a podcast where we talk about all things horror and music as well. Anyone that is new to this YouTube channel, please like and subscribe and share. I really appreciate it. And today's episode, we are going to be reacting to the sequel of the
Winnie-the-Pooh, Winnie-the-Pooh, Ghouls Gone Wild. No, that ain't it. Winnie-the-Pooh, Blood and Honey 2.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, the poo is back, which is kind of weird. Like, oh man,
Pooh is back, bro. That sounds like the fucking tagline for Two Girls, One Cup Part 2.
Dude, that is horrible. But like,
So are we muting this, or are we gonna? Okay, I didn't know what.
Yeah, but yeah, this movie is a direct sequel of the first Winnie-the-Pooh movie that came out last year, I believe.
Yes, it came out last year. It was the movie of the year, in my opinion, by Jagged Edge Productions.
Yeah.
This one is a direct sequel. He looks kind of like Rick Astley, bro. Like, never gonna give you up. He has like that baby face. You know what I mean?
He'll start singing that. I'm never gonna give you up, Pooh.
So this one, he's seeing a therapist in that scene, I assume.
I'm assuming so. Yeah. Obviously, it's the same guy that played Christopher Robin in the last one.
Well, this is about basically like all of his friends are rising, from what I gather from the commercial, and they started killing and harming people locally.
Yeah.
This scene right here made me laugh because it reminds me very much of Friday the 13th, that scene where all those kids are on the boat.
I kind of feel like this is gonna have a vibe of Friday the 13th and It.
Yeah, like the first one was kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, this one kind of is too. But
yeah.
So Pooh is trying to find Christopher Robin because, well, he just found him, but because he's telling everyone and warning everyone about them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know who this deformed fuck is. I know that's Pooh, but I don't know who the other guy was.
I don't know.
The masks don't seem to be that updated from the first one.
Yeah.
Well,
Tigger and Piglet would be in this one, correct?
Tigger and Piglet, you saw his tail, Tigger's tail. That's who that was at the hospital.
Yeah.
My question is, very Texas Chainsaw Massacre right there. My question is, Steamboat Willie. That's actually an old cartoon, by the way. That's not a porno. But the thing is with this Winnie-the-Pooh is it's the trailer leaves a lot of unanswered questions that I hope actually gets answered.
Yeah.
Because Christopher Robin at the end of the first one was still in the woods with Pooh. And then it ended. How did he escape when there was no vehicles?
We don't know.
Because
that is a good question.
Because the commercial just fast forwards to modern times where he's seeing a therapist and they come out and try to kill him.
Yeah. I'm just gonna show some clips because there are some clips from the movie apparently on here. After when this ad stops. I reckon this movie is going to be a high budget movie.
Yes.
Compared to like the first one was just like very low budget.
Because the movie did earn a lot of money. It got a lot of scrutiny, but it earned a lot of money. And I think the reason why is because of the curiosity.
Yeah.
So who the fuck's that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be Tigger? Yep, that's Tigger. Look at that tail. That's Tigger. Yeah. You can tell it's CGI, the tail.
Really?
Yeah, you can tell. Pay close attention. Go back. Rewind that video. If you pay close attention to his tail. Nope, it's further back. Like you can see it wagging, like they do a close-up of it. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell it's like CGI.
Could you imagine watching that in theaters? You just got to call it out. That's so CGI. That's fake.
But I don't, I'm not going to judge a movie based on how good or bad the CGI is. It's all on the story and the delivery. That's why I liked Winnie-the-Pooh, Blood and Honey, because I don't poorly judge a movie because I give the guy credit. He did the best he could with what resources he had.
Yeah.
So
yeah. By watching the trailer and like these clips from the movie, looks like a fucking witch there. I feel like this is probably gonna be like maybe a little bit of a more high rating movie compared to the first one. I did watch the first one the other day at work just to kill some time, and I still think it's kind of
I loved it because of the creativity put into it. Now, what I would love to see is I'd love to see the same company. I don't want them to keep doing Winnie-the-Pooh. I'd like the sequel. I would like maybe a third one, depending on how the second one does. But I would like them to venture into the realm of Brothers Grimm fairy tales, the old Disney ones, because those are very dark to begin with. He turned something that was child friendly into a horror movie. How about turn something that's originally dark that turned into a children's movie?
Yeah. But like, here's another clip. I'm pretty sure. Are they going to be showing this in theaters where you at? Because I'm pretty sure they're going to be showing theaters in here.
Yeah, select theaters like the original. I do believe.
And straight to streaming, I'm assuming.
But we have a movie theater near us that sometimes, like most of the time, they are one of the select theaters for a lot of movies.
Yeah. But what did you think of the trailer?
Like, who's
I'm
that?
not too sure.
I keep thinking Tigger, but he looks like a bird.
There's Piglet.
Piglet. You can fucking tell by the face.
Yeah.
So why are they just now introducing the new characters? Is that because they didn't have the copyright for it, or
maybe?
I like how the second one that pops up is us.
What's that?
The second video that's on your screen for suggestions is just us. It's
because we're live.
I didn't know we were doing this live. I thought you were recording. That's cool.
Yeah, I changed my mind. No, from what I've seen, I reckon it's going to be like a good movie.
I think,
in my opinion, I think
the trailer's already better than the first one's trailer.
Yeah, I watched the first one again because I downloaded the first one and it was like the shitty camcorded version when someone is in the theaters recording it in that.
Well, I was in
I rented it on YouTube for like $3. I didn't say I liked it, but like at least I could see everything that was going on in the movie.
Well, I saw it on opening day in the theaters. Like I was not disappointed. It wasn't. I went in knowing that it might not have been good, and I went in knowing that it might be good. I was impressed by the production. Like it was good, I thought.
What it was, I guess.
Do I think it's gonna be the best movie of this year? Maybe not. Do I think it's gonna be the best horror movie this year? Depends on how good Scream does.
It looks better than the Crow reboot.
Okay, man. I've not seen the commercial for that, but I've heard a lot of hate.
Apparently, the original director doesn't agree with the reboot.
But his opinion doesn't matter in this situation. That's the thing.
Well, I know, but like Brendan Lee died in that movie.
Yeah, but The Crow wasn't designed for Brandon Lee, though. It was based on a comic book. So at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is, man. And like, we can hate or love the movie all we want, but it's still going to exist.
Yeah.
Like, I try to pretend like Jason Takes Manhattan never existed, but it keeps being brought up, and I have to review it sometimes, because this app wants me to review it.
Have you have you seen the logo of the Pooh, the Winnie-the-Pooh universe?
Yeah, you showed me, but go ahead and show it for the listeners that haven't seen it. The Poohverse. Is that a legit logo or is that a fan made?
Fan made.
I love it. Pooniverse. Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of satirical in a way, in a sense, though, the commercial. If you rewatch the trailer, it says Pooh is back. You can't say that and not try to be funny.
The Pooh is back, yeah. I find that funny as well.
Now
Like,
do you think this
that's
is
cool.
lining up for it to be a legit horror movie? Like feuding with, like, could you imagine Pooh versus Freddy Krueger or Pooh versus Jason or Pooh versus Michael Myers?
Pooh versus Ghostface.
Well, Pooh versus Michael Myers would be funny because I wouldn't have it be the serial killer Michael Myers. I'd have it be the actor Michael Myers.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
that's weird though. Michael Myers, like the actor, hasn't done shit lately. Well, he was in the. I take that back. He was in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, but he wasn't in a whole lot of main
Other
roles.
movie. Nah, just cameos and stuff like that. Yeah,
Well,
it's not.
honestly, he only, like, he's made his career. He really, all he really has to do, he's doing what Jim Carrey does whatever movies he wants to do, not what people
Yeah,
want him to do.
yeah, and that's fair too. I think
Yeah,
they're making enough money as it is.
that's
They're still making
admirable of
money.
him.
They're still making money from movies that they made from fucking 15, 20 years ago. Anyway.
That's admirable in a way though, because like you should your career, and I heard Jim even say this, and I'm sorry to get into this topic, but you should only do what you think is funny, what you think is great for you, not what you think other people will like. Because at the end
Mm,
of the day, art is supposed to be about you. That's like, I had a friend come to me one time and said, like, something you said I found offensive, and I found disrespectful, and blah, blah, blah. And I've had that happen a few times in my life. And all you can do is say, hey, that's not my intentions. I apologize and move on, because comedy and even podcasting, whatever we say from our mind, all of it's up for interpretation or perception, because we say things that we think are funny and we think are entertaining, we think is interesting, and it's up to the other person to either agree or disagree.
yeah, but
But
yeah. I'm
so
just trying to get back into this movie. So, um,
sorry, bro. I kind of went on a tangent there about random shit. But anyway, Winnie the
so
Pooh.
yeah, so Winnie the Pooh will be released on the 20th of March in Australia. It's directed by Rhys Frake-Waterfield, which I'm guessing he directed the last one.
Yes, from Jagged Edge Productions. He also produced or directed a couple movies before Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. He did
Killing Tree.
yeah, and I believe he's the guy that's going to be directing the Peter Pan horror movie that's coming out.
That's popped up on here as well.
Um, but yeah, like, he's the director of a lot of crazy movies, man.
Yeah, Killing Tree is. I've seen this. I think this pop up. It's like a short trailer movie, and it's just a fucking Christmas tree that just goes on a fucking rampage and starts killing people.
Now, I'll be honest, I've not really read the original Peter Pan, but I would love to review the trailer once it comes out, because I want to see what he does with it. Because from my understanding, the original Peter Pan is about all of the kids in Neverland is actually dead. It's
Mm.
actually a purgatory for children. So that'd be interesting. So Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, do you think it's going to be better than the original? And do you think it's going to be set up for another sequel, or do you think this is going to be the last one?
Well, from what I'm reading here, I reckon it might be a little bit better. Maybe the writing might be a little bit better as well compared to what it was from the first. Um, somewhat from what I'm reading here from the Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. So the summary is the Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is a horror film that's set in the same universe as Winnie-the-Pooh, Blood and Honey. So this could be connected to Winnie-the-Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, maybe at the end. There might be like a little Easter egg at the end.
So what Rhys is doing is he's making it similar to what
Avengers.
no, yeah, kind of. He's doing similar to what Full Moon features did, where all of their movies are connected.
Yeah, and it's going to be directed by Scott Jeffrey, but from what I've seen on here, Ice-T is going to be on that movie.
Okay, it's not going to be good then.
And Ava Max, but I have Ice-T. We all know who Ice-T is, but
so y'all, what we're going to end up with, right, is Winnie-the-Pooh versus Peter Pan. That's going to be like I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it could work if it's done properly.
Maybe.
Because think about it, the Disney universe has admitted, and this ain't Disney, I'm not saying it is, but Disney movies are all connected, so why can't these all be connected?
I reckon they will. I reckon it'll be I reckon like Mickey's house trap will be connected as well, I think.
They're doing a Mickey Mouse horror too.
Yeah.
I don't like this universe, bro. Like, I understand.
Yeah, but this is like the old school Mickey Mouse, though.
Yeah, but I understand that taking something that was originally dark and making it dark again because a company ruined it. But Mickey Mouse was always a children's cartoon, from my understanding. It just had some weird shit in the early days because they were trying to push a racist agenda, but it was still supposed to be for children.
Yeah. Let me I'll pop up the trailer because it actually looks pretty good.
Like, I don't know.
And this is like the old school Mickey Mouse face mask too. Like the original look.
All right. While you're pulling that up, bro, like, I don't know. I'm weird about this. Oh, that is the really original, like the 1930s Mickey.
Yeah, man.
Is he fighting ninjas? Like, what's he doing? Oh, commercial.
No, this is the ad.
I mean, that commercial makes no goddamn sense, bro. That's Mickey Mouse fighting ninjas one step at a time. Oh, that's the company Rapid trailer. That's not the people that's doing Mickey. So this is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Any like famous people in this, or is it kind of like Winnie-the-Pooh where they just have independent actors?
Maybe like independent OnlyFans actresses and stuff.
Is this by the same guy that did Winnie-the-Pooh or different?
Not different, I think.
So he opened up the gateway for this shit, though.
Well, yeah. Simon Phillips. No, Jamie Bailey is the director for this film. So I don't know if this is going to be a proper movie or this is just like a teaser, like what they did, like with Werewolf Woman of the SS and stuff like that.
I think this is a legit trailer because I've heard a lot about it. And the archive footage they have, a lot of people are like, what about copyright? Well, Disney doesn't own the copyright. It's actually public domain. Anything that's a certain amount of age old, Disney doesn't own the rights to, but they still own the rights to Mickey Mouse technically, but it has to be the modern version that they own.
Yeah.
So even though we can't hear it, I kind of got an idea of what it's about.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's Mickey Mouse actually killing or if it's somebody at the theater that took the mask. And it's kind of like Scream style. You got to figure out who did it.
I reckon it's a Scream style, man.
But with a Mickey Mouse mask. It's not actually Mickey.
No.
That's cool. I like that.
I think so.
Mickey's Mousetrap. That's kind of a cool name, but Mickey's Mousetrap actually opens up the idea to make it like Saw, where he kidnaps people and like tortures them and shit. Bro, this is crazy. This episode went from being about Winnie-the-Pooh, Blood and Honey to like fucked up movies about children's shows.
No, but like, there's heaps linked online and stuff like that.
Bro, like I like this idea as a horror movie fan. And the thing is, people are like, what about the kids? These are shows that we grew up with. This is for adults, not for kids.
Well, like I can pop up the Return of the Steamboat Willie.
I wish that Steamboat Willie is an old kid show, ain't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
Boat Willie. I'm trying to figure out because I think that was before my time. It was. It's a 1928 short. It's actually the first ever Mickey Mouse cartoon. That was before he was known as Mickey Mouse. He's Steamboat Willie, I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Steamboat Willie. Oh, okay. It was Mickey Mouse, but Steamboat Willie is, I don't know. I'll have to rewatch that fucking thing because I did watch it many, many years ago. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was the original Mickey Mouse cartoon. So there's two Mickey Mouse movies coming out.
Yeah.
This one's more family oriented, I think.
Maybe.
So when are we going to start making movies that's in the public domain? Let's look up shit that's in the public domain and make B-rated films out of it.
Yeah. That sounds good to me, man. But
I got ideas.
Do you like what Disney's doing with the horror genre now?
What do you mean?
With the old Disney characters and stuff, and
but Disney don't have any involvement with this shit.
Oh yeah, but like the old Disney characters, do you like what they're doing with that now?
Yeah, I like independent directors taking them and making their own spin on it with the public domain shit.
Yeah.
Now, I heard Disney, and this is just alleged. I heard allegedly Disney's trying to clap back and sue these people, but they can't because the public domain, the way copyright works, Disney only owns the copyright to the version of the character that came out after Walt Disney had died. Because there's a rule, I forget how long it is, but after the original artist dies, I think it's like 30 years, 40 years or something like that, it's now in the public domain. And the art has to be over 80 years old or something like that. Oh, shit.
Whoa. Yeah, that was a bit of a jump scare, eh?
It might not be children oriented. Who knows?
To go back to Pooh, Blood and Honey 2.
That rhymes.
I reckon there's going to be a big multi-universe of this.
It is. I think what it's going to be is it's going to be very similar to Full Moon Features, except with a bigger budget where all of the characters and all the movies are connected and they make random appearances in like a comedic fashion, but it's still going to be violent.
Well, this is going to be filmed in the UK like the last one too.
Are they from the UK?
I think so.
That's good. I mean, UK makes great movies, man.
So yeah, so in Winnie-the-Pooh 2, Blood and Honey, so Piglet, Tigger, and Owl will be on this movie.
So I assume, all right, the guy below me is Owl.
Yes.
But I do have a question. Who the fuck is that woman right next to Pooh on the top with the ears?
A victim?
Well, that's a victim. I thought that was like one of them.
Doesn't Owl underneath you looks like the Black Panther?
He does. It's oh no. So there's only 4 of them, you said, in this one?
Yeah. So there's only Piglet, Tigger, Owl, and another character.
But who's missing though? Because I think there's only 4 in the original cartoon, isn't there? Eeyore.
Yeah,
Eeyore's missing.
I just
Eeyore. We don't have Eeyore, dude. I just realized that. The depressed ass, whatever the fuck he was.
Oh yeah, but didn't Eeyore wasn't he in the first one?
No, it was only Piglet and Pooh. Eeyore was mentioned.
Okay, because there's another character on here, Cavendish.
What if Eeyore is depressed because of the actions of all these characters and he saves Christopher Robin at the end?
Hmm,
I don't know, just random speculation.
maybe.
This movie,
Yeah.
man, it just has me curious as to what else this guy's going to come up with.
Yeah.
Or other directors, because this opens a gateway for shit. Like, I heard there's going to be a whole Brothers Grimm fucking movie series of like horror movies, which is going to be awesome. I don't know if you know what Brothers Grimm is, but Disney took a lot of their fairy tales and made them family friendly, like Little
Oh,
Mermaid,
really?
for instance, and shit like that, Sleeping Beauty. And I would love to
Yeah.
see the originals made into real life. So,
Hmm.
what do you rate? And I know this might sound weird, but what do you rate the trailer? Like, what would you think? How do you think the movie's going to do? What do you think the rating would be based on
Well, the running time for this movie is an hour and 35 minutes, so I'm expecting an hour and 35 minutes of hell.
like the last one, but bigger budget?
Yeah.
It sounds like it's not even going to take place in the same place. It sounds like they're on the run, killing people.
Yeah. Yeah. At a fair, from what it looks like it, and
I
shit.
think the whole movie is just them trying to find Christopher Robin. Well, half the movie is going to be them trying to find Christopher Robin, and then the other
Yeah.
half is Christopher Robin trying to survive.
Well, I reckon the plot to this movie will be like Christopher Robin survives escapes from the past events from the last movie, and then 3 years later, whatever, he goes and see a therapist
Yeah,
to talk about the shit that was going on, and probably heard the news about these, Winnie-the-Pooh and all blah 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 blahs out to get him.
I agree with that, but I also will add to that I think he's going to do that, try to warn people and shit before he sees a therapist. People think he's having hallucinations due to past trauma and it never happened, and he sees a therapist, and then events start happening and people start
Mm,
slowly believing him, and it's basically Winnie the Pooh and them trying to find Christopher Robin, and then at the halfway point of the movie is when they actually see each other.
yeah,
Kind of like a Halloween, where they kept telling that kid that Michael Myers ain't real. It was just a vision in his head.
yeah.
I think that's pretty
But
much
yeah,
what they.
I think it's gonna be a good movie.
I think it is
In my
too.
opinion.
I think it's going to be
But
better
yeah,
than the first.
so you got any gigs? Let's talk about music for a little bit. So are you going to any gigs coming up soon?
Let me find my gig calendar, because I do have a calendar of gigs because I forget. All right. So April 20th, it's a DJing gig. I'm going to be going to the Spring Smokeout with Louis. Uh,
Yeah.
Louis, he's the local DJ. We are actually going to have a little bit of an announcement that day. It's not come out yet, so I'm not going to publicly announce it yet because I don't want to step on toes. But there's a few announcements coming regarding either Spring Smokeout or the Camp Out, or both.
Cool.
I've got the Camp Out, which is at the end of towards the end of the year in September. But upcoming, you said upcoming. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. On April 27th, I'm going to be seeing the Guess Who, more than likely, in Wheeling, West Virginia at the Capitol Theater.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I have a stand-up comedy gig on May 25th. Tickets are $10 a piece if you're in the area. R&L Strength and Conditioning is doing an adult comedy night, and I'm going to be there performing. I'm going to be also performing on July 24th at a free event at the same venue for the Summer Bash. I'm going to be seeing Rob Zombie, more than likely, with Alice Cooper at the Pavilion at Star Lake. Some of these
So you can see Riggs play.
I want to go to these shows, but some of them I might not be able to go to, but I'm going to try to make them.
Yeah.
Of course, the ones I'm performing at, I'm definitely going to be there. And there's some announcements coming for the camp out on September 13th through the 14th. So keep your eyes and ears open. Go to usenick.com, USENICK.com for information on me. But yeah, that's all I've got so far that I can announce. I've got some comedy gigs that's set to announce soon. I just don't want to step on any toes and announce them now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the promoter, I'm not the booker, I'm none of that. I'm just performing, and I don't really want to step on any toes and announce prematurely.
Well, I went and saw Really Vallow on the weekend.
I saw that. How was that?
Holy shit. His voice, dude. For a dude that's 47 years old, he is amazing.
See,
And
man,
I had this. And his set list was good. I'll pop it up because
I'm impressed because that man has a history of smoking and drinking, and he still sounds amazing, man. I applaud people that were able to escape addiction and shit with their health intact for the most part. Because didn't he have health problems there for a little while?
Maybe.
I thought he did. I could be mistaken. I thought he had health problems that led to him breaking up, but I could misunderstood or misread.
I think the reason why him broke up is they just kind of just drifted apart as a band.
Dude, that's a good set list. He did he did a lot of the album, like all the album.
Well, this is from Brisbane. The only thing that we didn't have in Brisbane, he played Gone with the Sin in Brisbane. The one that I went to in Sydney, they played Poison Girl.
Oh, nice.
But this is the set list from the Brisbane gig. But I like how the songs on here goes from solo him, because like his solo stuff and the hymn songs, they kind of blend well.
Yeah, because honestly, his solo career is a little different, but very similar. So they blend well together.
Because I like how you got Right Here in My Arms, and then you got Love Letting, and then you got Buried Alive by Love, and then for the encores, you got Soul on Fire, and stuff. But some of these, I think they switched the set list a bit because I know Poison Girl was the second song, and then it was Forever Lost, and then Wings of a Butterfly, I think it was, as far as I remembered.
See, when I saw, and this is because you said that he went solo him, it reminded me of a show I went to one time. I went and saw Mike Tramp. He is the singer of White Lion. And it was something I just thought was funny. He said into the microphone, he's like, people are asking if I'm doing any White Lion songs tonight. And I always tell them, name more than 3 songs and I will, and they can't, so I'm not. And then he proceeded to do White Lion covers. I'm like, dude, was these all taken by you?
Yeah.
You're a natural, dude.
Yeah, this was fun. Look at that smile.
Dude, he's a handsome man.
Yeah, he is, man. Like the Hardy Ram.
I find it weird that, like, if I say that as a straight male, people think I'm gay or I want to fuck this guy. When in reality, I mean, you can admit somebody's attractive and not want to fuck him.
Yeah.
Like, look at this dude.
Would I get blocked if I play the sound?
Maybe. Due to copyright. You're like, fuck it, I'll do it anyway. He looks good for everything he's been through, and he sounds great for everything he's been through. So I applaud that, man.
I love his hat. The reason why he wears a hat, from what I've heard in interviews, is because he doesn't have to do his hair in the morning. Do his hair every day. He'll just tie it up and put a hat on.
Does he have long hair, or is he short-haired nowadays?
No, he said it's still long. He just ties it up and puts it underneath of his hat.
Okay. Because I don't think I've ever seen him lately with his hair down. So Does he own the rights to like him and all the like logos and shit? Because he still uses a lot of the logo looks and shit.
Well, he designed it.
I just wasn't sure because designing it, owning it's two different things. I didn't know if like. So did he just do song, or did he talk in between songs?
No, he just banger after banger after. He played for an hour and a half. So he played at 8:30 and finished at 10 p.m.
And like he sounds good. I mean,
Yeah.
my only complaint is he's not very interactive with the crowd, but he never has been.
No, I think he has like this like social
Anxiety.
anxiety type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what Ozzy has. Ozzy Osbourne has big social anxiety issues and shit. That's why
Yeah.
he stutters when he
He
talks.
looks like he could be doing stand up with that pose right there.
He looks like he's doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Like he just told a really good dick joke.
Yeah. Right.
That one looks like he's like screaming at somebody in the audience.
Yeah. It kind of looks like it a bit, eh?
Yeah, like he's handling a heckler.
Did you see the bass player there?
Uh-huh.
He's just like directly looking at my camera.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, there's a picture. Let's do this. Let's pose.
Yeah. Like he's just like got that fucking serious rock star look.
Like I love it, man. Like I miss live music because I haven't been to a whole lot of. I've been to local shows, but I've not been to like bigger names in a while because the price of tickets has gotten outrageous, dude.
Yeah, it's
The last big show I went to was Alice Cooper, and that's because I wanted to fork the money and go see him. And I got fortunate enough that I ran into Tommy and Ryan at that show.
That's always a bonus, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, the opening act for Valo was a band from Australia called Darkwater, and it had like that really 80 or I guess this 90s goth style electronic vibe. So you know, like in like Stranger Things and shit like that, how they had like that old school like 90s pop goth style music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sounded like that.
Dude, that's fucking cool. I like it.
They were fucking nervous too.
That sounds fucking cool as hell, dude.
They were good. Like there was just like these two guys. Um, just one's bass and one's playing guitar, and then most of it was just like a electronic backing track in the background and stuff, and that's it.
So they weren't like Villy, but they still was similar enough to work as an opener.
Yeah, but it just had like that 90s goth style, because you remember like in The Crow how
Yeah.
that whole soundtrack was like that 90s goth industrial pop sound.
So I got a question though. What was the name of this band again?
Darkwater.
I'm looking them up so that I can listen to them later.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I had something on my mind. Oh, before we leave, this is unrelated, but I haven't got to talk to you about this. And we could do a separate, if you want, you can join me on Pink Sock and we can talk about it. We're doing it probably next Monday live, but I might go live before that. I just have to figure out what I'm doing. But the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight on Netflix.
Yeah. Is that gonna be on Netflix?
It's gonna be live on Netflix. Netflix is going to be doing sporting events, and actually WWE Monday Night Raw is going to start streaming on there too.
I heard about that.
So what do you think of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul? Without getting too far into it, because we can talk about it in depth another time.
I reckon it's going to be a rigged fight.
I think it's scripted, but if it's not, even if he's 57, poor Jake Paul. Jake Paul's going to fucking... I've been saying it, man. Like, you know the 27 Club? Are you familiar with the 27 Club?
Kinda ish.
Celebrity. There's a bunch of celebrities that died at the age of 27.
Yeah, yeah.
Going into this fight, Jake Paul's going to be 27 years old, so he might want to like question his choices.
He doesn't deserve to be in the 27 club. He needs to be. He needs to go back to the Disney club.
He does.
And that, but yeah, I don't know. Boxing's not boxing as much anymore, man.
Do you think
Now because now it's just crossover retired fucking wrestlers and retired footballers doing it for the shit, for the money and entertainment now.
I honestly think that's what boxing kind of needs, though. Like, have it be a legit fight, but like have it be somewhat entertaining. Because how often do you hear about the big fight on TV or about this, that, and the other? Boxing has always kind of been about entertainment, because Mike Tyson used to go in interviews and say off the wall shit about his opponent and get into their head and shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. Boxing's changed a lot now.
It has. But
over
like,
the years,
out of all the celebrity fights that you can think of, why would you go after Mike Tyson even at 57? Because the dude is notorious. His most famous thing he did in boxing was biting a motherfucker's ear off. Like,
I remember.
like, why would you fight a guy that fights dirty? Like, he will bite shit. Like, if he can't beat you, he will bite something off of you.
Well, didn't Mike Tyson face Logan Paul, and then Mike Tyson won by unanimous decision?
No, he never fought any of the Paul brothers.
Pretty sure he did.
No. Jake Paul is a pro wrestler. He's in WWE.
No, but I know Logan Paul.
Oh, you mean
Mike Tyson?
No, Logan Paul's Mike Tyson fight is coming up, bro. It's in July.
Oh, is that Jake Paul?
No, Jake Paul's not a boxer. He's a pro wrestler. He never fought Mike Tyson. The only fight Mike Tyson has had in the last 20 years was against Roy Jones a couple years ago. He fought Roy Jones. It was his last fight he ever did.
Yeah, right. Oh, that was against Mayweather. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Mayweather. Yeah, that happened.
Logan Paul and Mayweather, and he was saying that he almost knocked him out or some shit like that.
But it's crazy because like all the pro athletes are saying that like Mike's gonna win. However, if it's not staged, Mike's gonna win. However, there's a lot of health implications that we need to take into consideration. Because if Mike gets hit in the head too hard, he is 57. There could be health problems that come on later on in life.
Yeah.
Mike can move, but if you watch the training footage, I noticed something about Logan or Jake, or who's he fighting, Jake or Logan? Like, I get the brothers confused. Jake, I think, is who he's fighting.
I think Logan he's the one that has his own podcast, but I kind of feel like he's like a little bit more smarter and has more of a brain than his brother has.
Yeah, because he's not challenging Mike Tyson to a fucking boxing match.
Even though those two are like spoiled rich kids, but like
I do give them credit.
I kind of felt like Logan was the smarter one.
We have to give them credit though. Logan Paul has been really doing good in pro wrestling. He's amazing. If he wasn't Logan Paul, people would take him more seriously. He is amazing at pro wrestling. Jake is great at boxing and fighting, but he'd be taken more seriously if he took it more seriously. He's going after like Mike Tyson, and he's going after people that just like social media people and like fucking, I think he's going after retired boxers and shit too. Like, go after modern boxers. Take it more seriously, bro.
Well,
I'm not saying that like I could take these fighters.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I still remember. I still remembered Ben Askren and Logan Jake Paul. He fought a fucking MMA fighter that had no boxing experience, and he was just like a wrestler. You know what I mean? Apparently, he staged it. He wanted he wanted Jake Paul to win and make him look like a dickhead because he apparently Ben Askren didn't take that fight seriously. He was just like training, but he's also just like gaining weight and shit like that. Like he couldn't give a fuck.
Allegedly, this Mike Tyson fight, there are some weird rules. Like Mike Tyson has to make weight, but Jake Paul doesn't. That's alleged. I'm not sure what the rules are. I never read it. But what is Jake Paul's win-loss record?
I don't know. Haven't really been keeping up. I know he's lost one.
Okay, so he is 9-1.
Something like that.
Mike Tyson is like 50-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
So like the thing is though is what we need to remember is even if Mike Tyson loses,
Yeah.
like let's say he loses, Jake Paul is not fighting 1990s Mike Tyson. He is fighting a formerly retired boxer, Mike Tyson. This is a win for Mike. If Mike beats Jake, he proved himself. If Jake loses or wins, it's not good for Jake. If you lose, you lost to Mike Tyson at almost 60 years old. If you beat him, you just beat a 60-year-old man or almost 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
Like
Who knows? We just have to wait and see.
We need to do a live episode watching the fight or whatever. We can't really do that because of copyright, but we need to watch the fight and then react to it.
Yeah,
because that'd be cool. But anything else you wanted to cover?
Nah, man. Thank you for watching. Anyone that is gonna be watching this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. And also, I have the link to the merch store. If you guys want to buy some t-shirts, hats, stickers, other stuff, just click on the link in the bio, and it'll get you to the it will get you into the web store. Mike, did you want to say anything?
You can check out my merch. It's coming soon. Jules Wells does my merch. I have comedy merch. Podcast merch is coming very soon. You can find it all at usenick.com, USENICK.com. And you could find all my gigs there and follow my random fuckery because I got a lot of weird fucked up shit. I'm also on Mastodon now. If you want, create a Mastodon account or any other account within the Fediverse and follow me over there too, because I'm going to be implementing that. And keep your eyes open because there's a lot of cool things coming up.
Sweet ass. Guys, Mike, thank you very much. And guys, go and check out Winnie-the-Pooh 2, Blood and Honey when it comes out next week, I believe. Next week? Yeah, next week. And if you haven't watched the first one, just watch it. You don't have to like it. Just watch it. Even just put it on mute and put the subtitles on. Just watch it.
Watch it. But, it helps with the cause.
Yeah, watch it in your closet with the lights off. But guys, thank you for watching. Mike, thank you for coming on as always. And I don't know who I have on next week, but I'll announce it once I have a guest on or whatever. But
I love you, bro. Another thing is I wanted to say, follow me on Clapper. I'm going to start implementing that. I'm going to be doing live streams on there.
If you guys haven't seen my episode with Brother Lathan, go and check that out. He's an awesome dude, a good friend of mine. We've known each other for a very long time, and for the first time in years, we actually got to speak and see each other for the first time. Had an interesting chat. We talked about his childhood, his cool story about Eddie Van Halen, his music career, Beasto Blanco, horror movies, and life. So yeah, go and check that out. And guys, I see you all next time. And remember, be kind to each other and stay creepy and stay spooky.
Love you guys.
Love your parents. See you later.
See ya.